woke up yesterday, I shot my mama a text. I said, my mama, I love you, I'ma get this my best. She asked me how I'm doing, how I'm dealing with the stress. I said I'm good, but the truth is that my life is a mess. So for now, I've been blaming it on these women.
What's up guys, Mystic7 here. Today we're back in Santa Monica with actually the man C-Trox right here. We've been using his music quite a bit lately, so
hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you.
Do you have any words for the people?
Any words for the people? I don't know. We're out here enjoying this super nice weather right now.
I know, 75 in March.
If you ever want a good lunch, this man picks nice spots. Great
Yo,
spots.
I got you on the Santa Monica lunch place.
Sure.
Hell yeah! But all of his links will be in the description. Again, this guy's music was used for the beginning of today's video, so that's C-Trox. And he's quite the guy.
Thank you guys.
Oh yeah, show this man some love. Hey guys, it's Scares here. What's up? Okay, now we are here hunting in Santa Monica once again, and we're gonna start off with an Arcanine. We can't not start off with a good catch. Every time we come here, it's something good. Actually, I tried to Quilava and it despawned right before I got there, so that was supposed to be the first catch of the day, but I mean, I'm cool with an Arcanine. But again, big shout out to the boy C-Trox. Make sure to check out his links in the description. He is supplying a lot of, well, he's not supplying, but I'm using a lot of his music in the videos, and they slap hard. But today, we are talking about some serious stuff. Arcanine down, one hitter quitter. He didn't want the hint. Chill, bro. Today, we're talking about spoofing in Pokemon Go, and basically, not only how big of a problem it is, because I guarantee you a lot of you guys either one, know a spoofer, or two, are a spoofer, but what Niantic isn't doing to prevent it, which is everything. They're not really trying to prevent it at all, but they are kind of sort. There's a lot to talk about. But hey, Arcanine down, Wild Arcanine to start the day off. Maybe we'll get an evolution item. We're not gonna do that. I haven't got an evolution item in like, I think 2 weeks. I'm tripping right now. But we're gonna walk around downtown Santa Monica. There's like a farmer's market happening, so the streets are kind of messed up. And then we're gonna hit the pier. I know I said like 2 videos ago that that was gonna be the last time I went to Santa Monica, and I actually said the same thing the video before that. But today, oh, hey, Larvitar found a candy. But today will be the last day in Santa Monica for like another week, because tomorrow actually I do fly out to Boston. So let me check Larvitar candy. We're at 26 Larvitar candy, and we have many important things to talk about this video. Let's get to it. Can we just take a second and admire Santa Monica today? It is March, and it's like 70 degrees and sunny. There's people out there on the beach in March. It's winter and snowing in some stuff. Yo, I love California. We're actually gonna start this video not in the car, but at the Totodile. And actually, we just got our 50 dark type Pokemon silver medal badge thing. Oh, Totodile. So unfortunately, we missed the Totodile, but we have a Cyndaquil and a Mantine here. I'm gonna go for the Cyndaquil first, just because I need the Cyndaquil candy. We have our Mantine. But let's begin today's video, or the discussion portion of today's video, about spoofing in Pokemon Go. Cyndaquil down, and sadly, spoofing is incredibly easy to do in Pokemon Go, and it's not really that policed. So what we're gonna do for this video is that I'm gonna actually read through every passage in this article, because it's all very important, and I can't really word it better myself, to be honest with you. And then we'll walk around and catch whatever's rare in Santa Monica, but this will be like our last Santa Monica day for another week, so soak it up. Okay, well, basically, Pokemon Go Hub got a lot of complaints about spoofing in people's areas, a lot of complaints. Because as one would do, if the gyms are getting ran by spoofers, you're gonna complain about it, because it's just not fair. But the Pokemon Go Hub didn't really look into it, because they figured, you know, oh, people are just complaining about BS stuff, but they looked into it and realized how bad this problem really was. 792 Mantine, by the way, kind of small. So Pokemon Go Hub went and attempted to spoof themselves, and they did it in a whopping 90 seconds. When we first approached this idea, we expected that the entire process is going to be difficult, technically demanding, and cumbersome. And this Mantine is dodgy. Oh, he hit his wing. We expected the following to happen. Our Android phone should probably be rooted. There's going to be problems with the app spoofers use. We expected low production quality. And surely we'd get banned or soft banned in a matter of hours. And that's what you'd think. If you're going to spoof, you'd figure it's going to be kind of sketch. It's not going to look great. And it's, you know, it's not going to be a great system. And you'll get caught. Shockingly, none of these problems happened. It took us around 90 seconds to set up and successfully start using GPS spoofing on Android. So I guess for you iOS people, spoofing isn't as easy, which is great, but on Android, which is what I'm using right now, it's 90 seconds. Got this Mantine, we got Bubble and Aerial Ace, not bad. And then IVs are looking terrible, oh boy. The apps were publicly accessible, hosted on the Google Play, they're on the Google Play Store. The spoofing apps are on the Play Store. That one blows my mind. We almost had 0 issues with them. None of our Android devices were rooted, and 2 days after, nobody in the test group got a soft ban of any kind. And these guys were spoofing actively, I'm assuming. So it's obvious that spoofing isn't even that policed right now, which is a big problem, because, you know, Niantic keeps talking about, oh, we don't want spoofing, you know, don't do it, and then they don't police it. Moral of the story, it's easy, but it gets even worse. Here's the end of the pier cluster, by the way. Nothing really exciting this time. In the first couple hours of spoofing, we had the first frightening realization. It became apparent that GPS spoofing on Android is not only easy, but it's also the preferred way to play for the majority of high-level players in their test area. They actually tested this hypothesis out. Listen to this, this was cool. We decided to contest a level 10 Mystic gym that's known to be controlled by spoofers. The gym is located by the beach. There's no buildings or cars for at least 500 meters in every direction, so spotting Pokemon Go players, or anyone for that matter, is very easy. They basically found a very isolated isolated Mystic Gym and just locked that sucker down. Like, they had scouts up in the mountains looking for people. Our group spread across the area, making sure to stay in range of the gym. It took us a while, but eventually we got it down to Prestige level 5 Valor. Well, they took the gym down, then they leveled it up to level 5 for Valor. 45 minutes later, the gym was back in control of Team Mystic, and it was level 8. Nobody came, no cars, no people, not even cats, bro. They were looking out for the cats, too. And yet, the gym was back in their hands. Basically, Mystic, hold on, I gotta stretch my legs, man. It's hard squatting. Basically, the spoofers came in really quickly and took that down. And you see that at the gyms at Santa Monica, at Long Beach. There could be nobody at the end of the pier, but the gyms are always being battled and they're always changing because spoofers. All right, next cluster. Actually, remember the Totodile that I thought we didn't catch? It's right here. Gonna pineapple this. I know I keep saying that the Feraligatr Evolution video is on the way, but I promise you it is on the way. I've had enough candies for the longest time. We're at like almost, we're nearing 200. We'll get that video up while I'm in Boston, I promise that. Nice, one hitter quitter on the Totodile. Let's see how much candies we're at. Yeah, we've got a total of 175. I promise, we'll evolve soon, I promise. Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up, friend?
How you guys doing?
Great.
We actually have a Feraligatr, whoa. We have a Totodile right here, and we got Alexander and Jake. My little brother's name is Jake. Nice. We got squad here. These guys are actually from Arizona, so welcome to Santa Monica, my friends. We are gonna have 200 candies by the time we leave today. That is gonna be a thing. 181. We had a Azumarill here, but it despawned for me, unfortunately. But there is another Totodile, which is just great. And we have a Typhlosion Evolution coming up. Not mine, but Alexander's here, right? It takes two to tango. GPS spoofing is everywhere, but it's hard to blame solely the players. The tools to spoof are out there and they're easy to use, which is BS. They're even hosted on your app's platform. I can't believe that they're on the Google Play Store. That blows my mind. 188 candies. We need to evolve. Basically, Niantic really needs to start prioritizing bringing out systems that help ban spoofers, because it's really easy to do. It's not that policed. As you can see, these guys, these 6 people use spoofed accounts and they did not get a soft ban within 2 days of spoofing. Prevention is key here. If the damage is already done, regular players will leave the game. Why would someone want to stay and play legitly when spoofers are basically running their town? It takes the fun out of the game. And the fact that Niantic isn't prioritizing taking this out of the game is blowing my mind. And there's more stuff we have to talk about regarding Niantic not taking action. But first, a Typhlosion Evolution. All right, here we go. Quilava to Typhlosion. And this is for Pokedex, right?
Yeah, Pokedex edition.
Heck yeah, Pokedex edition. Oh, this is gonna be a fatty.
Yeah.
Hey, there he is, bro. You got him. He's in your palms now.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the Pokedex.
Let's
nice.
go.
And 2280. Yo, that's full.
Wait.
You got solar beam on
yeah,
that?
I got solar
what the
beam.
heck? I don't know what's happening today, but we have like the 17th and a half Totodile of the day. We did get the Hoot Hoot for, oh my gosh, here we go. Yeah, so the plan is for the rest of the video, because you're probably wondering where all the other important information is. We're gonna hunt here for a little bit, and then we're gonna head home and then talk about the rest of the stuff when I can like sit down and be analytical and serious. But for now, it's Totodile City, so we're taking advantage of that. And it despawned. Oh my god. Actually, I just found a Totodile. What's your name?
Josh.
And we got Josh right here. Josh, what level are you, bud?
29.
29? Oh, heck yeah. You got the Totodiles today?
Yeah.
Dude, they're spawning everywhere. What is your best catch so far today?
Probably the Totodile.
Totodiles? Yeah, there's been like 13,000 of them. It's been a solid day. You get yours already?
Yeah. And good IVs.
Nice. And good IVs?
And good
Are they really?
Yeah.
It ran. The moment you said, they're wonderful IVs?
No, I wonder if they're really strong.
Okay. So I'm not too mad about that.
They're decent.
Oh, rest in peace. All right, we're hatching some 5Ks, and we got some shout outs here too.
Shout out to Sebastian.
Yup.
And Xan.
Yup. And shout out to the, oh gosh. Pony
And
Top.
Oliver Hundell.
Yeah, the squad, the fam.
Squad, yeah.
Exactly. 5K number 2 is gonna be I don't want you, but okay. And oh my, why is that a 5K? That should be a negative 2K. Hatching a Psyduck makes me want to throw up. Also, one last shout out to
Sylvia.
AKA the VIP of today. Yup.
Man, a lot of other rappers trying to say they came up, or they on the come up. They doing this and they doing that. But it's all about the music, homie. If you can rap, you can rap. Music speaks for itself. There's too many rappers and that is a problem. Now everybody's on the come up. If y'all don't chill, we gon' kill the whole genre. It's already been messed up. The fans, I'm gonna worry about how we all look. Likes on the Instagram, something we took. Nobody listens to what we are rapping, but they tweet that for the social status. Like, hey, check out this main. Oh, he's so hot, oh, I love when he sang. And in reality,
Oh my god, I am sunburned. But it is March. I'm sunburned right here, right on my neck. What is happening? I think all my true white people out there know what this is. Aloe vera, aka my savior when it comes to sunburns. And I'm about to lather myself. But first, let's talk about some serious stuff. Because we're home now, we're in the office, we can be uncensored. And actually, we're gonna start off by reading an awesome reply from Blackhawk Mercenaries on the Pokemon Go Hub post. Alright, stick with me here, I'm gonna read this, I'm gonna narrate it for you. Understand that the real frustration is in Niantic's actions overall, not just spoofing in general. When this subject is discussed, most people will say it's technically impossible to stop, even though reports, screenshots, video evidence, etc. should have some consideration. Most believe it's not enough. However, Niantic has gone above and beyond to prevent people from playing while driving, speed caps, stopping third-party trackers, legally pursuing them in court, yes that did happen, and even preventing particular phones from using their app on rooted Android devices, yet they seem unmotivated to stop spoofing. This is the real frustration, this is the anger behind the subject. It is not just that someone is cheating, it's that so many other smaller, less meaningful applications have been so diligently pursued, while this issue seems to be less than a priority. I personally help disabled children play the game, and the speed cap has made it very difficult for them to enjoy the game. Perhaps the better alternative is to teach them how to cheat and let them spoof from home. Hashtag well done Niantic. It's a bigger problem than I think Niantic is thinking. Actually, that's not true. I think they know exactly how big of a problem it is. Here are my theories. Well, before the theories, let's talk a little bit about this. Spoofing in Pokemon Go is an absolutely enormous issue, and it's really affecting the game. You can literally teleport to any Pokemon in the world. That's BS. You can fill your Pokedex in 5 minutes. That's not fun. And then people go and brag to their friends like, oh, I caught a Tyranitar. It's like, oh, you spoofed. It doesn't count. And then people can keep control of gyms when they're not even going to them, which is completely unfair to the people in that area. You see that all the time with the Long Beach and Santa Monica gyms. They are always changing up and down even if nobody's there because they're always being spoofed. So like even if I wanted to hold, you know, a private tournament at the end of the Santa Monica Pier for like a whole gym battle event, I couldn't do that because spoofers would be attacking it. And the fact, and this blows my mind, and I will have a video later on this week or later on next week talking about tracking and my opinions on tracking in Pokemon Go, but third-party trackers, they legally pursued some of them in court and shut them down. Third-party trackers help people find Pokemon in the game that Niantic's current tracker does not allow. With the current tracking system, you cannot find Pokemon that spawn away from Pokestops, so these third-party trackers are made so that people can do that. That makes perfect sense for me, and it is okay by me. I will be the first to admit, I do use a third-party tracker, and it's mainly so that I can find the rare catches, the crazy catches that I can bring to you guys in the videos, because you would not have Wild Typhlosion and Wild Dragonite content to watch on YouTube if I did not use trackers. Typically every YouTuber uses a tracker so that we can bring out better content for you guys to watch. And if anyone's gonna go in the comments and judge me for using a tracker, really? Because people spoof, okay? I don't cheat at least. I'm legit. But the fact that they have prioritized taking out tracking systems that actually help people, legitimate people in the game, over preventing spoofing, that blows my mind. Tracking is something that should be allowed in the game, and it's something that their tracking system isn't good at. So people are making up for it in a positive way, and they're being shut down, but spoofing isn't. Now, I guess my theory behind this is that Niantic probably knows about how many people are spoofing in Pokemon Go. They can see that. Analytically, you can check that as a development company. Just because you can see how many people are going over the speed, yeah, I guarantee you there's a way to check that. Spoofing in Pokemon Go is such a widespread thing. Imagine how many people actually do it. Imagine how many of you guys do it. If you're sitting here and thinking, wow, Jesus, I actually spoofed. Don't take this as an offensive statement, but you are part of the problem. I would highly recommend quitting before they actually start taking action and banning your accounts. But I think Niantic knows exactly how many people spoof, or they have an idea, and they're afraid to ban it because they don't want to knock off a large portion of their player base, because I think a large portion of the Pokemon Go player base are spoofers. And if Niantic went and completely banned them, then they'd knock out a lot of people, and a lot of people would stop playing Pokemon Go. So I think they're afraid of that. Now, this is me just speculating. I could be totally wrong here. Because if I am right, that's implying that they care less about their community and more about their numbers. But from what I hear about John Hankey in his interviews, he seems like he cares a lot about this game and a lot about the overall growth and health of it. So I would expect him to care about taking out spoofing in Pokemon Go, and he did talk about that in an interview, but from what I've seen, action-wise, from Pokemon Go, they're not really prioritizing it. Now, there are new notifications being sent out to people who are, you know, considered probably spoofing, which is awesome. That's the first step in the right direction towards getting rid of spoofers. But I really think this should be a bigger priority in Niantic's mind. They need to make public now, dude, what are they doing? And I don't want to roast them. I'm not trying to roast Niantic. I'm just saying, like, they don't communicate. They should be using their Twitter account that has 2 million plus followers and being like, hey trainers, we see there's a lot of people spoofing. We're gonna start cracking down on this. Or hey trainers, please avoid spoofing because we'll be cracking down on this. They need to start using their social media. People listen to their tweets. John Hankey needs to start becoming more active on social media, or at least just like getting, he talks with interviews with different companies, but like he doesn't talk to his community. So Mr. Hankey, if you're watching this, I would love for yourself and your company to be more outward about your guys' actions with Pokemon Go and your plans with Pokemon Go to your community, because we are dying to hear about it. We care so much, myself and everyone else watching this video included, we care so much about this community. We want to see it be successful. We want to see it go somewhere. We want to see it grow. We want to see it be legitimate, and we'd love to see you guys be a part of that, considering it's your game. So just this whole situation just blows my mind, the fact that Niantic, they're taking steps towards it. They do give out soft bans. They're not that easy to get, but Niantic definitely is making some sort of effort towards getting rid of spoofing, but I do think they really need to start cracking down on it. They need to start, you know, taking advantage of their social media outlets and talking about how bad it is and talking about how, you know, they're gonna start banning people. They gotta be more serious about this topic. And also, one more thing, they need to ban people on YouTube showing other people how to spoof in Pokemon. What the hell is that still doing on YouTube? If you are saying as a company, hey, we don't want people hacking our game, we don't want that, ban the people teaching people how to hack. Why are there still tutorials on how to hack in Pokemon Go coming out weekly? Bro, can we get some bans in this bee? I'm just saying, FSU still uploads. I can go to his channel right now and look up Pokemon Go hack. He is the #1 and only result for Pokemon Go hack on YouTube. And I think his most recent Pokemon Go hack video was like, what, like a week or two ago? Get that crap out of here. Niantic has the power to go to YouTube or to go to people like FSU and be like, this video cannot be on YouTube underneath our name. It has to be taken down. They can do that. I know for a fact, because I have been a part of Supercell related stuff. Niantic can go to YouTube and they can get Pokemon Go hack videos and how to hack videos taken off indefinitely. Why haven't they done it? It blows my mind. But please, if anyone from Niantic is watching this, John Hankey, if you're watching this, hey bud, I love you, but hey, we need to get the source. If you want to start banning spoofers and getting spoofing out of Pokemon Go, you gotta eliminate it at the source, and the source are tutorial videos on YouTube teaching people how to do it. There has to be steps made in the right direction to take out spoofing, and Niantic, although they are making very toddler-like steps, they gotta start being more serious about this, because spoofing is becoming a bigger and bigger issue. And with, you know, if they want to make gym battling a bigger thing and a bigger priority in the game, and they want people to go to gyms, they have to take out spoofing. And please start handing out the strikes on YouTube like they're hot, because people deserve it. And if I see another 25 km legendary egg hatching video on YouTube, I'm gonna throw the hell up. I really wish Niantic, and I know that this is a lot for a company their size, and they're not used to this, and they're growing with this game, and I really shouldn't be bashing them as hard as I am, because this is a lot for a company of any size. Oh my god. I just backhanded the hell out of my mic. I'm sorry, dude. They're doing the best they can behind the scenes, but I obviously, you know, would like to see more done. But even if they're doing the most and they can't do any more behind the scenes, they gotta communicate that. They have to let the community know, like, hey, we're doing the best we can. Please have some patience with us. And the community would be like, okay, all right, as long as you guys are doing something and you're telling us about it, it's okay. I just really hope that in the future of this game, in the next couple months, Niantic starts communicating with us and they start taking measures towards getting rid of spoofing. Here's one thought though. What about kids in children's hospitals who can't get out and want to play Pokemon Go? I know what to do. If you're in a situation where you find yourself, you want to play Pokemon Go, but you cannot leave and go outside and play it, you know, maybe you're sick, or you're in the hospital or something, you can submit a request, a form to Niantic, and if they approve of your form, you can get an account that allows you to spoof. It is a Niantic spoof account. You cannot teleport to certain Pokemon. You might be able to battle gyms, but there has to be like a limit on how many gyms per day you can battle. They can balance this out. They can turn spoofing from like a super negative thing to a Niantic approved thing that works with the game and makes sense. Wow, there's so many ideas I have. Niantic, hire me. Oh my gosh, I just really hope that, you know, in the future we see some steps made towards improving the game, especially when it comes to spoofing. And there's so much Niantic can do to turn spoofing from a bad thing into a good thing. But I'm gonna stop talking because I'm just ranting at this point. But that was today's video on spoofing. Please, please, please let me know your thoughts and your opinions down in the comment section below. It is important that the community talks about this because this is a big issue, and the more it's wound up, the more likely Niantic will pay attention to it. But that was today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, make sure to check out the man C-Trox. His links are in the description as well. And I'll see you all in the next video. Love you guys. Peace out. And I'll see you guys actually next video in Boston.